teacher Harriet Akanyo from Lavington Junior School. Since I started teaching, I was not knowing this thing of sound. I used to hear from these nursery teachers, they could teach, but I was not having knowledge. But since I came today, this is my first time. I saw you were teaching the technique you were showing us how to do those words. Those ones. Yeah. So now, some of my children in upper class, they don't know how to teach, like, they don't know how to read. Like P4, P5 there, they don't know how to read. I've got some knowledge.
I was saying that people think, or teachers think, especially upper teachers, that when a child comes from lower section and has now entered primary 4, they think the teaching of reading has ceased, is no longer there. So even if you put there a teacher, a live example in our school, we put a teacher in upper P4 to P6 to help those children who can't read. The upper teachers went ahead asking, what is she going to teach? Which reading will she teach? So they don't know that reading has to go on up to P7. They are not aware. But I know right now they are going. We are forcing it on them because the teacher has to teach it, and we are seeing the learners coming up. So reading has to go on even if the child has joined upper.
And in some schools, for example, when a child skips middle class, there are schools that have got a reading syllabus where in baby something is done with reading in the middle and in top. When a child skips middle, that child at the same time skips the content of middle. So there are some concepts missed when a child is ready to skip.
Okay, to add on that, actually, I teach P5 English, and I'm the teacher she's talking about. Now, this is what happened. Yes. I think I'm the one. Now, because I've taught lower, I've taught P3, now I'm handling reading in upper and also English. Now, this is what is happening. What Tisha said is very true. Attitude is off completely. The moment you start teaching the sounds or what, they say they feel like you're playing. They feel like you're wasting time. The teachers. Yes, they don't want. But one day I challenged one math teacher. I told him to stand in front. It was time for reading in the library. Then I told him to help the children with the sounds, just the word bus. Eh? He just laughed. Katine mugambo olaba, katitoddana. Yeah. He didn't know how to start. He didn't know how to start.
They don't want to put it on a table. This one is just wasting children's time. Why are they putting that reading? Are we in lower? Yeah. Are we in lower? Whenever I talk about reading, they say, send those children back to lower to learn how to read. That's why we place for them a teacher who is helping those children. What people should know is that reading, upper teachers who are here, please go on teaching your children reading up to that time they leave primary. Because I've been at the university, they gave us a test. The lecturer sits there and says, read this sound. Now, no fidgeting. So we were there with they went there, they failed. But me who is in lower, I passed with the flying colors because I know the sounds. Please teach these children the sounds again, and just at an advanced age, get the sounds of their age. Then you will be excellent.
Okay. Thank you for your compliment, Madam. The challenge come, I think you can raise these concerns as time goes. This thing is of reading, like these sounds. They never taught us from PTC. That's why we are having challenges. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, Madam. Very sorry for the teachers in your school failing to teach reading in upper classes. But schools are supposed to teach reading in upper classes. Though that reading in upper classes is called comprehension. When you are teaching them reading in upper classes, know where you should start from. No, yes.
That is English.
Let you wait, I'm still talking. It is not comprehension. But I can't bring that work in P6 and P7. If I bring that, we have gifted children. They will teach themselves if you bring that. So we should know where to start from. If you find them too low, begin from low. But don't say that teachers don't want and don't.
We got the issue of the boys and cigar.
Sir. You people. Excuse me, sir. This reading you are talking about, the reading you are talking about, you people, is not like a mass in old school, I'm telling you. Some school in upper classes, there's nothing like reading. You find 4 subjects only: math, social study, English, science, full stop. Where can we start from?
Okay, attention please.
The other issue of the other teacher, of the upper teachers not teaching the reading, we can't really do it to your expectations, like how we do it. Yes, like you. Simanya a e o u. But for us at our school, I'm a science teacher, P6, P7. He's an SST teacher, but we do it. As you start a lesson, at least you introduce some letters, yeah? Then you sound. After that, you teach. We can't just do it to expectations, but we do it.
Yeah, now that one is called advocating for the section.
Okay. Thank you very much. I want to answer that teacher. She said that reading is comprehension. Actually, it's not that. We can all read. My name is Ndarobobi Joy Nora from Noble Care. Because there are some sounds whereby they are like about 4. For example, S, I, O, N. They are under the what we call the word groups. And we have to teach children that these ones sound as 1. For example, they sound like on. For example, erosion, mention. We have what we call the digraphs. For example, I, G, H, T, they sound as T. So not to confuse the children, and they know where they come from. So it's not about comprehension. They really need reading, and they know that there are certain sounds when they're like about 3 or 4, they make one sound.
Teachers, we are here to learn from each other. What she's saying is so wonderful. Well, this reading is in stages. You're not going to have a P5 child and you go back to no. The way she has brought it is so wonderful. Pick out those ones for that class. Now, this one goes an extra mile to do. The way that teacher said that we have children who skipped. We are talking about the COVID children. A child who did not have a chance in lower. Their children went to COVID period, and from P1 they were pushed to P4. So for a school which doesn't handle reading, she comes in. She takes back that child in the not in class time, but they have a special time for that. Then these children at the end of the day will come up together. Don't you not think there is a P5 child who missed the A-E-O? That's why the child is staggering. That's why we need reading in upper section. Thank you very much.
In the upper classes, it is reading to learn. Now, reading to learn, teachers have to have knowledge. Basically, all teachers in upper, the reason why for us we are not going to take you through this sound chat one, that you also need this knowledge. Because this knowledge leads to the complex knowledge. Are we together? So all teachers, in all schools, all teachers have to be teachers of reading. But the way how we teach reading in upper classes is quite different from the way how we teach reading in lower classes. Are we together? So there are so many differences. Now challenge comes in that what they are doing, you'll get a burnout because they make you do a lot. Each teacher tell your school and also tell you all your schools. If they don't need, they'll look for teen at the right time. They will, yes. But all teachers have to have knowledge on reading. Even a science teacher, even a teacher of SST, because in science, just tell me, okay, teacher of science, come and help us. Teacher of science, this is, should I have this? Njagala teacher of science, well, how does this word come about? This is a simple word. How will you teach a child to learn this word? Protein. Oh, you just tell the child the word is protein. If you don't understand it, go to the dictionary. Teacher of science, come. Advocate. Oh, advocate, come. Come and advocate. How are you going to teach your learners to at least to comprehend this word?
Okay.
Yes. Are we together?
I'm being sincere. Yes. Now for this, for this, I just teach them the syllables, not the word. Like, this is letter P and R, this is O. As in they have that knowledge now. Yes.
Continue.
Then, like, they are mature people. Okay, this is it. This is it. I teach P7, and they are aware of the syllables. So I add the letters, like flow, this is T-E, T. Anyway, the thing is I can't have the knowledge. I just don't have that
Okay,
right way of applying the...
Maybe here you are not ashamed, but she's representing the million teachers all over there, out in Uganda and even beyond Uganda. All together, she's representing so many teachers in millions. According to you, and without blaming her, will the child learn the word protein? The child learn protein. Now P7 will learn. They will learn where? Where? From where? You need knowledge. You need the knowledge.
Yes, that's why I said, me as a candidate teacher, I came here to acquire that knowledge.
Are we together?
Yes.
And you need to come back.
Yes,
So
I
don't
will.
think you will come just one workshop and acquire everything.
I will.
How
That's
to
why
get-
I asked a question how I can help best my candidate pupils how to read.
And members, she's representing all candidate teachers in Uganda. For information, what schools do, when people reach in upper classes, we do a lot of drilling all together. And that's why people don't learn those things, simply because there's a lot of drilling. And teachers in upper classes, it's not at times their issue. They are not supported. When workshops are brought in your schools, they majorly focus on lower class what? Are we together? And they neglect Wagamba. We shall organize for those ones their workshop on how to pass PLE. True or false? Those ones you have attended very many. How to pass PLE.
That
Eh?
they're about passing, how you can, like giving them skills on interpreting questions. Yes.
But a child who can't read can't even interpret well. True or false? So teacher has proved us that that's the way how she's going to teach the word. She's going to say pro, and then itate, and then ini, and that will become protein. Eh? So remember, thank you very much. I believe all teachers need the knowledge. All your schools need. And for by the right now, team is one of the organizations in Uganda and in Africa. Not in Uganda alone, but also in what? In entire Africa, whereby we have an approach that promotes reading from baby class up to even the teaching colleges. We have been there.